Hey, what's up, guys? I want to show you and walk you through how I find income producing assets all over the country. In fact, even like right now, when know some people might be saying, well, it's a seller's market right now. Prices are really, really high. Well, yeah, they are. But at the same time, they don't have to be. There's great places all over the country where you can buy income producing assets. That's where passive income, you make money passively, where you have the rents minus your expenses, and the difference is passive income. Now, we invest for $250 or more in passive income from every single property that we buy. We make sure we buy a house that actually is going to be running itself because we build the business first. And you'll always hear me say that. We build the business first way before we even buy or even think about buying a property. Hey guys, Dustin Heiner here with Master Passive Income, and I'm here to help you learn how to quit that JOB, that just over broke job, by investing in real estate rental properties so you never, ever have to work a job again. Now, also, subscribe to my channel because just like this, I'm giving out so much great free content on how to actually invest in real estate the right way. I'm even giving you so many things, and you'll watch in this video and stick around to the end because I'm actually going to give you some great tips that I only give my coaching students. In this video, you're going to be getting that as well. So definitely stick around to that and subscribe and like this video. Now, I'm going to walk you through this entire process. Now, at the same time, I definitely want you to get my free real estate investing course. If you text the word rental to 33777, rental to 33777, I will literally give you my free real estate investing course, and I'm actually going to walk you through how to do this as well. And you can also check in the description, masterpassiveincome.com/free course. You will also be able to get my free real estate investing course. Now, I'm going to actually share with you my screen and walk you through how you can utilize Zillow and how I utilize Zillow as well. Now, I'm looking at Zillow, and Zillow is a fantastic resource for us as investors. Now, when you open it up, you would probably see something like this, or it might even be zoomed in. But as we're looking at it, we have the entire United States. Now, as we start zooming in, you might start to see a bunch of red dots pop up. Well, as you start with Zillow, the first thing that you need to do is fill out this criteria at the very top, like this for sale, all this information, like the price versus how many bedrooms, bathrooms, home type, all that sort of stuff. So this is what I do, because if you back out right now, you can see everything. Like this is literally every property literally for sale in America, because the price is any bedrooms, any bathrooms. Like these are literally all the homes for sale. And if you zoom in, you're going to see even more and more properties. Boom, look at it, it just gets more and more properties for sale. So loads of homes for sale that you can find through here. But we're investors. We're looking for properties that are going to make us passive income. So what I'm going to do is and I usually tend towards this area right here, like the Midwest, down in the Carolinas, even down in Florida is really good. But all these areas, they're really good for properties to buy for cash flow. Now, this is the first thing I do. I go in through here and I get rid of all of these. Now, a big question I always get asked, what about foreclosures? Like, why don't you put foreclosures on there? Once you have your business built, once you have your property manager, your contractors, your realtors, your plumbers, your roofers, your handyman, your inspectors, like literally everybody, that's when we can actually look for foreclosed homes. We want to get a quick win, and that's a property under our belt. So I'm going to get rid of that one, get rid of that one. For sale by owners, okay. I'm going to get rid of all these other ones and then hit done. So you've probably noticed, but some have changed. Some, the red dots have gone. I click on this. Now, what I'm looking for, I like having it at 0, but at the lowest. But you could put it as like $20,000, $30,000. But I'm not like 500,000 is not the type of home I'm looking for. I'm looking for homes that are maybe $120,000 or less. And you can see, boom, a lot of changes, but there's still a ton of great properties out there, which is great. Now, I'm going to give you guys the cookie cutter home. Now, this is what I teach all my students in my Real Estate Wealth Builders community membership, where I have group coaching. I have 5 courses that I teach everybody how to do this. We have the community, we have student success program where people are literally buying properties. I'm going to give you exactly what I tell them. So the 3-bedroom, 2-bath is our cookie cutter home. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And those are the types of properties that we want to buy. It's okay if it's a 1-bathroom. That is okay, but never, ever buy a 2-bedroom home. It's never a good idea to buy those. They're harder to rent. They're harder to sell. The reason we want a 3-bedroom, 2-bath is because everybody either wants to rent them or they want to buy them, which is fantastic for us. So 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So that's a quick insider tip for you. Now on to home type. I'm going to get rid of all of these other ones. I personally hate condos. They are horrible for investing for me. I hate HOAs and I hate paying extra money, but hey, other people might like it. I'd rather make more money. So I'm going to get rid of all those and I'm just going to go with houses. Now, if we look at houses, we can see all these properties that are still here. Now, one last thing. There's lots of properties, which is great. And remember, we're at $120,000. Let's do this. Let's go into more. And another part of the cookie cutter square foot, cookie cutter is a square foot that I'm going to tell you. So square feet, we do not want anything below 1,000. In fact, 1,250 to, let's say, 1,750 square feet. That's a good property. And here's a little pro tip, or a big pro tip that you would not hear anybody else tell you. If you see this keywords right here, if you type in there like rented or tenant or something like that, you will see properties that have that word in the description saying that, oh, there's probably a tenant already in there. So that's a huge, huge pro tip I'm going to give you, that you can find properties that are already rented if you did that. But we're not going to do that right now. Let me hit done. And you can see, wow, look at all of these properties. And inside, as we zoom down, we're going to see even more properties. And here's the great thing. I'm literally going to show you a brand new area of the country to invest. So there's another great thing about utilizing Zillow. When I first started, we didn't have this. So let's drill down even more. So 120,000 feet, all right, $120,000, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We got houses. Let's start scrolling in. Now let's say, and I've literally never looked in, I've never looked in Oklahoma. Let me zoom in on Oklahoma. So I've literally never looked in Oklahoma before for properties, but let's try it. Let's see what we find here. Now, what I'm looking at, there's a bunch of dots everywhere, but I want to find a place that has good inventory, lots of inventory. Let me scroll down to, what's this one? This one's got a lot of properties in this. It's a pretty decent area, but at the same time, look, it's a very small city, very few out here. I'd probably back out of here. Even though there's a lot of properties here for sale, it's not a big city. But if I go back out and I go all the way over here, look at Oklahoma City. It's probably a pretty big city. Yeah, so you can see how big the city is. It sprawls really, really far. So there's potential for more inventory. We want more inventory. So as we scroll in, we can see, okay, there are some properties that are for sale. 120,000, 110,000, 120,000, 105,000. So this is not bad. Let me scroll back out just a little bit. And look, there's some properties out here. More than likely, you might find a property manager that's going to live somewhere here, and they're going to be able to drive here and manage properties, if not drive back. So this might be a good area. But before we dive in, let me scroll over here. Let me just look right here. Okay, Tulsa, I know it's a fairly decent-sized city. Let me scroll in. Okay, get off of that guy. There we go. Not a ton of properties, which isn't that great, but there's a good amount of area, so this isn't bad. Let's look a little bit more at Oklahoma City. Let's drill in here. Now, the prices are a tad high, but remember, we're investors, so we always try to get the price down. Let me click on one of these houses. Let's see. Okay, this one's $112,000. Click on this. And as I'm looking through it, and you guys are getting one-on-one coaching here, like this is literally what I do with my students and walking them through. So we can look at purchase price, what they're asking. Then we also have the Zestimate. So they're literally right on with the Zestimate, and Zestimate is usually in the middle. Then what I literally do, I skip all this stuff first. I jump all the way down to the bottom. If I rewrote Zillow, I would do this. So I look right here, rental value. Look at that. Rental value is $1,100 a month. In my opinion, and if you watch my other video on the 1% rule, so go in the description. I believe I have the link for the 1% rule. The 1% rule is super, super simple. It is the property should rent for 1% per month of the entire purchase price. Well, this is barely, well, it's a little under, but there's just a little under. I know just from all my experience investing, I'm not going to make good cash flow on this property if I buy it for this. But now let me walk you back through. This is going to be some super pro, one-on-one coaching stuff. I'm going to walk you through. Now from here, we see we're probably not going to make that much money. It makes the 1% rule, but we try to get towards the 12%. Next thing I jump up to, I look at taxes. Taxes are not bad. That's what, like $50 a month maybe. So that's not too bad. $50 a month for property taxes isn't bad. You could look at the price history, and I usually go through with my students a lot more in depth with all this stuff, but I'm going to show you the big broad overview of everything. So I'm going to go all the way back up now to see what their seller will replace roof with acceptable offer. So apparently, and as you can notice, I didn't even look at the pictures yet. I did not even look at the pictures yet. And now I'm actually, after I realized, hey, it meets the 1% rule. Let me look a little bit more now. So let's look at the pictures. Okay, not bad. I mean, it's definitely a little dated. That brown trim looks rather weird or old school, but let's keep going. Okay, pictures look fine. I don't see, you're not going to be spending $10,000. You're going to probably spend $3,000, $4,000. Apparently the roof is a little old, so you can definitely do that. Situated home, blah, blah, blah. So this is a realtor writing this, so you're going to find a bunch of random stuff that they're going to put inside there. So you want to actually, use that with a grain of salt, or you want to be able to look at this and say, well, this is somebody who's trying to sell that is actually trying to sell me something, so they're going to make it sound better than it actually is. So keep that in mind as well. Now, what we want to do now is, as I'm looking down, let's see, there's nothing really in here, but as I'm looking, what I would need to do is I need to get this price for a lot lower, but it's been on the market for 82 days, which is good because I could put a lower price offer. So not bad. We can move on. And there's still a lot more to go through, and it's probably what I do with my one-on-one coaching. But right now, I'm going to go to another property. Let's look over here. $109,000, so basically $110,000. Never go with pictures right away. Personally, I just go right to the rent. Let's see, where's the rent? I jumped way past it. There we go, $900. Wow, that's definitely not as good as I would like, $900 a month. I'd have to get this for, in my opinion, it's probably gonna have to be somewhere close to like $60,000 for it to be worthwhile to buy, so that's not really that good. Let's say 115. This is a new area or a different area. This might be a little better. Wow, really updated. I'm gonna say they're probably way overpriced. Let's go down to the rents. Where are the rents at? Okay, that's not bad. $1,225. $1,225 is not bad. Actually beats the 1% rule. I'm a little happy there. Looks like they did. Now I go to the pictures. They did put some money into it. Looks fairly good. Not bad. Now let's go all the way up to the right here. No showings until 10/20. Setting up. Okay, so this is a rehab. More than likely, they bought this house, rehabbed it, put money into it, and made it fixed up. That's what we want to do as investors. We buy them and we make money that way. So this one's okay. That one could be pretty good. Let's see if we can go here. Oh, that's one I just looked at. Let's go all the way over here. New area. This might have more rents. I'm not sure. Oh, and here's the big thing. I've never looked at this city before. So don't say, oh, Dustin says it's a good property. Let's go ahead and buy it. No. You do your homework. You absolutely must do your homework. $1,200 in rent. You have basically meets 1% rule, which isn't bad. And always, I love negotiating. It's one of my favorite things to do. Taxes are a little bit higher, so you got to be aware of that. $100, a little over 100, maybe $125 a month. So it's going to eat into. That's probably why the house is worth more or per rent. Fixer upper. So this is the thing I'm looking at. One day, sometimes I've seen this say like 100 days. It's been on the market, and there's still only this one picture. That means they're trying to hide something on the inside. So I'm a little leery of that. But one day, and they don't have pictures, I can kind of give them a break that they haven't loaded the pictures yet, but they're stupid if they didn't. Long story short, you're going to need to get your property manager, your realtor. You're going to get somebody in there to look at the property. That's when I always say, build the business first. You have to build the business first in order to do this business right. But here's another, I'm going to give you a huge pro tip. This is something that most people would not tell you this or even understand how to explain it to you, but this is definitely what I'm going to tell you. This, where it says sold as is, again, this is pro coaching for it. When it's sold as is, that is their request. They would like it to be sold as is. You always negotiate. Always negotiate. If they're saying we're wanting $119,900, offer $110,000. I'm not going to tell you what I would tell my coaching students because that's obviously proprietary coaching stuff, but you want to offer less. You want to offer less because even though it says as is, you get in the process, they're going to negotiate. They're just trying to let you know there's something up with it and we're not going to give a whole lot, but they can always budge. Let me go back out of here. Let me go all the way over here. Look at this one. Not saying it's good, but we don't know. $85,000, no pictures, one day on the market. That's interesting. Then obviously jump all the way down to the bottom. Let's see what, wow, $1,350. I might have to look at it a little more. And schools are phenomenal. Well, shoot. I might not post this video. I might just buy this property before I post the video. Just kidding. I might, but don't say, hey, Dustin thinks this is a good property. I'm going to buy it. So here's a fixer-upper waiting for you. Will not go Oh, there we go. I'm giving you so much pro or like one-on-one coaching right now. So will not go FHA or VA. There's a reason why. It's because it's not as inhabitable, which means people can't really live there. very well because things need to be fixed up. When it says fixer upper, that's code for put some money in to get it fixed up, but will not go. That means that you cannot get a loan because it's going to need to get inspected and they're not going to pass inspection. So that's interesting. It's got a good amount of acreage. Depending on what's inside of here, what needs to be done, and that's when I would, remember, you build the business first, and I will absolutely show you how to build the business first. Remember, get my free real estate investing course, masterpassiveincome.com/free course. I'll show you how to do that. Build the business first, because then you'll have the teams of people looking at the property, making sure you're doing it right. So honestly, this could be a good property. Even if it costs $20,000 to fix up, and you offer lower, you get a good discounted price, you might be in the house $100,000. And it's renting for, what is that? Where is the rent? Rent is $1,350. This could be a pretty good property. So I'm already looking at, man, Oklahoma City could be pretty good. And let's see, that property way out there. Somebody that's a property manager in Oklahoma City would more than likely drive all the way out here. But let's look at it really quick. Okay, and pictures, wow, they fix it up pretty well. Let's go all the way down, new and approved, blah, blah, blah. I really don't read all that much or take too much stock into that. But let's see. Oh, they don't. Do they not have rents? Interesting. So they're not showing the rent. Where is the rent? They're not showing a rent estimate, which is rather interesting. Now, here is another huge pro tip. When you don't see the rents on here, two things you can do, or a bunch of things you can do, but you can go to other services. Rentometer is really, really good. They're much more thorough. Rentometer, go to masterpassiveincome.com/rentometer, and I have promo codes for you as well. But if you use that code, use that link, masterpassiveincome.com/rentometer, you'll actually get a discount, but they will give you a good, accurate amount of rent. But here's a huge pro tip. Your property manager will do the same thing. They'll tell you how much he could rent it for. So you absolutely need to have a property manager. You need to build the business first. So guys, this is what I'm looking at. This entire thing is looking like a pretty good area. I mean, Oklahoma City is fairly big. I bet they would not mind. You'd probably find property managers driving all the way out here, which it's a mobile home, I think. It looks like a mobile home. We don't like mobile homes personally. So we're going to move out of that one. Let's see. Oh, let's look over here. We're almost done. So I just want to look at one more property, see if this is probably a good area. No rents on this one. Bummer. So Rentometer is really good. masterpassiveincome.com/rentometer. But then also talk to your property manager. So these all could be really good properties. But if you look about it, scroll back out. Look at all these areas for properties. You just got to keep searching and keep searching. So guys, that's exactly what I want you to do. I want you to be utilizing Zillow, finding properties, utilizing my techniques. And I just gave you loads of free coaching right there, how to find good properties. But here's the biggest thing. Do not miss this. You absolutely must build the business first. You must build the business first before you even buy a property. In fact, what I tell my students a lot of times is you'll probably find properties and you won't be able to buy them because you don't have the business built first. And that's fine because more properties will come. We build the business first, then we buy the property. So, all right, guys, they're awesome. Get out there. Keep looking for properties. I want to help you. Get my Master Passive Income free course. Go to masterpassiveincome.com/free course. Watch this video right here. I'll see you guys in the next one.